Welcome to Biz Dev Live. Today we're going to talk about setting your schedule. We're going to talk about time blocking. This is something that I'm working through with my business coach. I was having a tough time with it. I'm still having a tough time with it. And I know if I am having a tough time with it, then there's other people having a tough time with it. That's a key point for content creation. You're having a tough time with something, somebody else is going through it. Share that journey because it's going to help somebody else. So that's what I'm going to do today. We're going to be talking about setting that schedule, what to focus on, how to actually do that in your calendar. We're going to get into it right after the Biz Dev Live theme. This is Biz Dev Live. Stay with me.
Biz Dev Live, Biz Dev Live. Weekdays at 11 Eastern Time, live. Biz Dev Live, Biz Dev Live. Weekdays at 11 Eastern Time. Leadership and motivation, empathy and inspiration, Biz Dev Live, Biz Dev Live. Business development, not even selling it. Biz D with C, brought to you by Cameron T. Biz D with C, brought to you by Cameron T. This is business development, not even selling it. This is business development, not even selling it. Business development, not even selling it. Biz Dev Live, Biz Dev Live. Biz Dev Live. This is business development, not even selling it.
Are you disciplined with your time? You may need to talk this through with somebody if you're not, right? So if you are having trouble getting your schedule together, being focused about making your goals happen, you need to make sure that it gets on your calendar and that you are committed to that calendar. I was working through this with Lynn Rowe, my business coach, and so happy that we did this the other day because I just needed to talk through it with somebody. And whether we're talking about time blocking and scheduling, you may need to just talk through things with somebody. And it can be amazingly helpful just to have people that you can reach out to and say, hey, you know what? I need to talk through this with you. And that's what I needed to do the other day. And we needed to talk through schedule. And she was putting the schedule together. And I recommend that you focus on 3 big priorities. If I'm missing one of the priorities you think that should be in there and I'm totally off course, please let me know down in the comments. Let me know if I missed something. But health, relationships, and then your business and revenue generation. Now, I put health first because we've had so many conversations about entrepreneurship, about business, and every time the mental thing comes in. And so you got to stay physically healthy to stay mentally healthy. You got to stay mentally healthy so that you can stay physically healthy. It's a endlessly goes back and forth, chicken or egg. What's more important? You got to get that physical and health piece to your day in there. And so whether you choose to do that at night, you choose that to do it in the morning, you choose to do it in the middle of the day, you choose to do it in all 3 sections, you have to find out what works for you. And that has to be a core. That has to be a base piece for you. It has to be in the plan. And you can't not have it in the plan. Relationships, family, spouses, children, business partners, whatever the relationships in your life, you have to make time for those relationships. And that's going to be probably really important to your mental health, your physical health as well, and your business and money stuff. So you got to make sure these things are non-negotiable. And then, the money to make all this works, that's going to be important. And you may need to reschedule some of the other things in your life to fit around the revenue generation, but you have to have that there. So those are those 3 base components. I put health first because you don't have anything without your health. I put relationships second because if you're not nurturing those relationships, what's it all for? What are you on this planet for, right? So that's really important. And then your business and revenue generation. So whatever your business happens to be, I don't care if it's your business is stay-at-home mom or your business is running a Fortune 500 company, that business revenue generation, you have goals that you have in mind, you have things that you want to do. So what time are you putting into your calendar to get that done? And then we went through this, and Lynn was asking me, well, what about weekends? Can you work on the weekend? I said, you know what? I reserve those for family. I have a event business, Toth Event Staffing. And so I do end up working some weekends, but I try to make it a priority that out of the 52 given weekends in a year, that the majority of those I'm spending time with my family, because it's one of the few times that I get to spend with my family as a family unit. My wife has off on Saturdays. It's one of the few times that we get to spend together. So I try to reserve those for family as much as possible. So you're setting your priorities, and then you're setting your schedule. And so building those times in the day. So I needed to get my health plan in and all that kind of stuff. So waking up early in the morning, which means on the opposite end, I need to go to bed at a reasonable time, which is 10 o'clock for me. Getting up at 4:30 in the morning, getting into the 5 a.m. club with Lynn Rowe and some of my peers here. And then right after that, 5:15-ish, 5:30, head to the gym, get that gym workout in, get that physical stimulation. That's what works for me. For somebody else, it may be getting a book in. It may be meditation. It may be prayer. My partner in crime with the Master Connector Show, Steve Spiro, he focuses on prayer and exercise and then gets a breakfast in. I don't even do breakfast. I'm straight to coffee. Once I got my workout and help the kids get to school, I'm a cup of coffee. And then I don't like eating in the morning. I feel like once I start eating, I got to stay eating. I kind of do the very bare minimum. I like a good lunch, but a light lunch, because if I eat too heavy, then I feel lethargic in the afternoon. So your schedule is a lot about knowing yourself. And so that's what I needed help walking through. Like, I know I need to do certain things for the business. How do I schedule this in? I got other things. How do I prioritize? Do I accept, when I get events on the calendar, understanding that priority system, getting really clear on how I'm spending each day so I can march towards my goals. I do this Biz Dev Live thing, and, I'm not making a ton of revenue from Biz Dev Live. I'm not making any revenue from Biz Dev Live right now, but the goal is in the future, the impact that I have, the opportunity. This is my mission, to provide opportunity and education to folks. So to have this is really important to me, but I also have to fit in time for these revenue generating pieces. I have to really fit in time for these marketing pieces, these operational goals. And so having that time built into each day and having it time blocked. I use Google Calendar. It's color coded now. Thank you, Lynn Rowe. That way I can commit to it. And then just being really realistic with myself. I need to make sure that I'm fitting time for the things that I enjoy in. And so there's time for social media. There's time for family. There's time for the health and wellness. And so I built out my day, and I'm putting that into the calendar to make it rock. Let me know. Love to know what your struggles are, what your schedule is. I got a post on LinkedIn this morning about what your morning routine is. I'd love to know what your morning routine is. Put that down in the comments. I look forward to seeing what you do in the morning, because it may inspire me, and I know it'll inspire others. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you just subscribe to youtube.com/Cameron Toth. That's where you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. By subscribing over there, you get my numbers up and you help me get this message out. Opportunity and education. I appreciate you. Have an amazing day, and I will see you tomorrow.
Biz Dev Live, Biz Dev Live. Weekdays at 11 Eastern Time, live. Biz Dev Live, Biz Dev Live. Weekdays at 11 Eastern Time. Leadership and motivation, empathy and inspiration, Biz Dev Live, Biz Dev Live. Business development, not even selling it. Biz D with C, brought to you by Cameron T. Biz D with C, brought to you by Cameron T. This is business development, not even selling it. This is business development, not even selling it. Biz Dev Dev Live, Biz Dev Live, Biz Dev Live.